Yeah. Hey, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Go the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Well, it might not be enough to solve the drought problems here in the Golden State, but it sure is coming down pretty good here in Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, zoom. Time.
My 56. My 56. And let's get going.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10, it's McSorley. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3-and-out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25. Yard line. At their own 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's McSorley to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. McSorley sets to pass. Going deep here for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready, ready. Yo, cheetah. 15 line. Now. Let's go.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 21 yards. Well done. On the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it with Williams. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it, and he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
70, Indy. Watch the run. X3 snap.
They go play action now with McSorley. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
The first down pass. Complete to Tyrell Williams.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
At the 50-yard line.
SOS. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. 3rd down, they're going to throw for it with Mitsuli. Trotty! Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Here we go! 18 Gator.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up time defensively. Nice. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Raiders. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McKinnon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's good for 28 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
61, match box, light, 5, snap.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins for a Raider touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here again is McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Yellow.
They run once more with McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, McKinnon. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinnon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, You get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Hey, Charlie. Be tripping.
After the sack on first down, McSorley eluding the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be... And the Chiefs are going to get him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. McSorley, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check it to 10.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep where you from? Where you post to pop in your project? Pain driven, itching drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills, yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field, saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glow? I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it in so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving that soldier chills. My jewelry that cold as chill. Story treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no fear. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, this way before the deal.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble.